Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at the future of Dodge. On Thursday, July 8th, Stellantis had a 2.5 hour long EV Day, electric vehicles, broadcasted via YouTube, and that's where they went over their electrification plans for the company, looking at the customers and brands, technology, ecosystems, and more. Today's video will just be focusing on Dodge, which is one of the 6 brands that Stellantis covered in their video. I know that there's a ton of other information, and I do want to do another video that covers the overview of what's coming for the Stellantis brand as a whole, but again, since my channel is so Dodge and Chrysler focused, I wanted to have a dedicated video just for that. We've got some new information and a teaser of the new eMuscle cars. You can find the video outline on screen now, and without wasting any more time, let's begin. Just to share a few key important Stellantis stats that are relevant here, they said that by 2025, across their 14 brands, 98% of the models in Europe and North America will be electrified. So I assume by that stat they mean each model specifically and not each trim level of each model. So if a vehicle has an electric vehicle as well as a gas vehicle, that will count as one of those electrified models. By 2030, they forecast that 70% of their European sales and 40% of their North American sales will be low-emissions vehicles, which is a stark contrast from the 14% European and 4% North American sales today in 2021. These figures definitely show that Stellantis is all into this electric movement. So Tim Kuniskis, the head of Dodge, led their portion of the video, filmed at the grounds of the Meadowbrook Mansion, which is the home built by John Dodge's widow and located just a few seconds from the Chrysler World Headquarters and Technology Center. Before we get to that, I do want to take a look at what he said in the past year or so, since his words definitely created some expectations, and we've seen some of these quotes here and there in other videos I've done. Tim spoke a lot alluding to the days of electric performance and muscle, but nobody knew exactly when Dodge and SRT would push their way into electric territory. So in an older interview from last year, Tim said, quote, "We're very interested in electrification specifically for performance. I think it is absolutely the future of performance, and it's what's going to enable performance to exist amid environmental regulations." End quote. So this first gave us the idea that Dodge and SRT wanted to push their way into electric territory. He also said, quote, "I think the absolute future is the electrification of these cars, and that's not necessarily bad. It could be battery electric, it could be plug-in hybrid, it could be regular hybrid, it could be e-axles, any one of the number of electronic technologies. But I am a firm believer that electrification will be the key to high performance in the future." End quote. Then in a later CNBC interview, he ripped off the Band-Aid by saying, quote, "The days of an iron block supercharged 6.2-liter V8 are numbered. They're absolutely numbered because of all the compliance costs. But the performance that those vehicles generate is not numbered." End quote. So this told us something was coming sooner rather than later. It was simply inevitable. This EV stuff came faster though than even he expected. Quote, "Today we sell internal combustion engines. Fairly traditional layouts, 8-speed transmissions, front engine, and rear drive. There are huge synergies with the base car. Now look at the future. I can't give you a date, but I can tell you the future is coming faster than we could have guessed 24 months ago, and the shift to electrification is coming like a tidal wave." End quote. Now we can look to what was said on July 8th regarding Dodge and all the new information that we received. Kuniskis started by talking about how Dodge was the most powerful brand in the industry. Dodge won't be selling electric cars, but rather American eMuscle. They want to use electrification to enhance performance, and that really seems to be their main goal and justification for this. They believe the electrification will improve the muscle car experience, and for the naysayers that claim it wouldn't work, Kuniskis says that many Dodge customers are young millennials, and they have the #1 spending power and highest EV acceptance rates right now. Dodge wants to continuously improve the Hemi output and power plant with more and more horsepower because every gain in horsepower resulted in a gain in market share. However, as Kuniskis said, quote, "Even for a brand that's known for pushing it a bit too far, we've pushed this pedal to the floor. Our engineers are reaching a practical limit of what we can squeeze from internal combustion innovation. They know, we know, electric motors can give us more. And if we know of a technology that can give our customers an advantage, we have an obligation to embrace it." End quote. So Dodge views EVs as a natural evolution of the muscle car, the evolution that can provide more horsepower, more performance, and a better driving experience. So that's how they justify saying all this electric stuff and really putting a dagger in the hearts of many Dodge and Hemi fans, owners, and enthusiasts who just love V8s and the Hemis and the muscle cars. Dodge says that by 2024 they will be launching the world's first battery electric muscle car, so that's around the same time that the launch of the next generation Charger and Challenger are expected to release. Whether the battery electric stuff completely replaces the internal combustion engines, we don't know yet. And maybe a few models at first just to showcase their stuff and try to change public perception. Kuniskis went on to show a bit of a teaser/commercial of a concept vehicle with a lit-up version of the Fratzog emblem, which was used by the Dodge division from 1962 through 1976. It's simply three arrowhead shapes that form a three-pointed star, but the Fratzog name is meaningless. It's just something that stuck after one of the designers came up with it. So that logo will probably be featured on the next gen of the Charger and Challenger vehicles. Back to the teaser, it looked like a Charger or Challenger. You really can't see too much, but there is kind of a sculpted hood, some square mirrors, and some LED front lighting. At the end of the teaser, the vehicle also did what looks like a four-wheel burnout instead of just two, suggesting some all-wheel drive power. So for this part of the video, we're going to gather everything we know about the future technology to give us more of a glimpse of what might be coming. First off, Kuniskis gave a very short look at part of the front fascia of an upcoming Dodge. It's just 2 seconds, so not much at all, but looks like some narrow intakes and a larger centrally mounted intake at the bottom of the fascia. All this suggests to me that we will see more internal combustion engines going forward, at least for part of the next gen. Otherwise, why the need for those intakes? There are going to be 4 full EV platforms that Stellantis will use going forward, and the STLA large platform will be the one for the Charger and Challenger. They will be expected to receive both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations, so that four-wheel burnout could be a teaser of the upcoming capabilities. This is really good news, as Dodge has not offered a Hemi all-wheel drive model since the 2014 Charger RT, and there's actually never been a Hemi all-wheel drive Challenger that's available to the public. The expected battery range for this platform will be around 800 kilometers or 500 miles. Also during EV Day, Stellantis Chief Engineering Officer Harold Wester said that these new platforms are capable of doing 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 0 to 62 miles per hour in the low 2-second range. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon had a 0 to 60 time of 2.3 seconds, the quickest Dodge muscle car so far, so if the future EV stuff is in the same world as the Demon, that could mean some pretty serious and exciting performance. We also know that the all-new turbocharged 3-liter inline 6-cylinder, part of the global medium engine family, will be part of the future lineup, and this could be paired with a plug-in hybrid for the next-gen eMuscle cars. Dodge is also reportedly working on a hybrid version of the 6.2-liter supercharged V8 Hellcat engine, adding some hybrid technology that weighs around 100 pounds. That tech alone could add 130 pound-feet of torque and would be very similar to the one found in the Jeep Wrangler turbocharged 4-cylinder e-torque engine. In that version, there is engine stop-start, regenerative braking, fuel shutoff, and electronic power assist to add 71 pound-feet of torque, so something similar could be used in the Hellcats to boost the performance. We also know that right now electrification is not cost-effective, and that's what's held Dodge back from making electric vehicles so far. The price points are currently too high, so until they come down, it just won't be a viable mainstream option. That's about all we know right now, so we aren't sure of the type of technology to be rolled out, or which of the Durango, Charger, and Challenger models will get it. So just to go over some final comments and closing thoughts, not everyone is thrilled about this, and in fact I know many of you guys watching hate electric vehicles and want the traditional muscle cars to continue. That goes for Dodge fans of all ages. Electric vehicles take away that amazing Hemi V8 sound, they take away tuning, they take away a lot of performance modifications and upgrades, so is it really a better experience like Dodge is claiming? I'm also hugely on the fence here, but I do realize that there's not much we can do to change this as the world trends towards EVs. Something Tim Kuniskis has alluded to before is that electrification can help ensure enthusiasts don't suddenly pivot from a golden age to a dark age, similar to what happened in the 1970s. He has talked about the golden age of muscle cars going away, and sees this as Performance 2.0, and he says, quote, "I'm super excited about the future of electric because I think that's what's going to allow us to not fall off the cliff. Without that technology, without electrification, this is 1972 right now, and this thing is going to end." End quote. So according to Kuniskis, the electrification is not something to avoid, but instead it's simply part of the muscle car evolution, allowing for more capabilities and performance than we've ever seen. Dodge will certainly look different in 2025 than it does right now, but hopefully their muscle cars will still be able to be extremely fast, stylish, and provide an exceptional experience. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed going over everything with me today. Let me know your thoughts on everything we covered. I want to hear if you're excited or very disappointed in what's coming next. Stay tuned, as in the next couple of days I will do the full Stellantis EV video as well. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.